Welcome to this new edition of the Bear Show that celebrates the life of special people, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. For those of you with a dream, today we will take you through the ride of a lady who started from the streets like you. Belinda Documentary runs a foundation. She's a mother, she is a business entrepreneur, and above all, she's a single mother that has her hands on her kids. She makes us all dream, and she has her story to tell. Please, let's watch and let's see how it works.
Hi, I am Dr. Belinda Babila, born and raised in Cameroon, but currently a U.S. naturalized citizen. I'm a mother of two beautiful, wonderful kids. I wear many hats. I'm a philanthropist to start with. I'm a lover of the gospel of God. I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm a transformational coach. Join me as I take you through the story of my life. Memories of Cameroon, my school days, my secondary school years in Cameroon is what made me. It was a preamble, I had my, like, it's more like a prerequisite of what I am today. Like the struggles, the hardship, you begin to just look back and begin to know that you're really, really, really blessed. I mean, that's the reason why I sent my kids back home for a couple of years, because I wanted them to go back there and get an exchange, to get a feel of what, the other part of the world is. And those are all reasons why Heal the World Africa got birth. Those are all reasons why Belinda Documentary Foundation got birth. I wear several hats as far as business is concerned. I have a home for people with intellectual difficulties called Unique Center. It's a state supported program where I have people that they actually live in a group home setting. I have a 3-bedroom group home setting where we do support their activities of daily living. We make sure that we follow up on their medical needs. The essence is for them to be rehabbed and to be able to live in the communities as normal people. We see into that they go to day activity centers, that they have recreational activities in the communities, like movie, going out shopping, going out grocery shopping, just rehabbing them to be at the at a very optimal functional level in life again. I also have another business called Ever Dynamic Home Health Care Services, where we provide skilled and non-skilled services. I have non-skilled workers who are at elderly people's homes, giving them, just taking care of the activities of daily living, as far as, running errands, as far as grocery shopping, as far as preparing meals, doing laundry for them, just optimally helping the elderly as well. And I also have a skilled section where we do have nurses that go into the homes of medically fragile kids, very, very sick kids, who are, very, very, the hospital cannot really accommodate them in the hospital setting, so they've been discharged home, and they're followed home by either a licensed vocational nurse or a registered nurse, just to read that they're still continue to receive medical services while in the houses. Welcome to Unique Center. Unique Center is a group home, or it's a home for people with intellectual difficulties. Actually, this is their residence. It's a state supported program where we have clients in here who are not able to take care of themselves mentally. They have intellectual difficulties, so this is their place of residence. They live here. This has become their home, and it's cool. This is Unique Center. So come on in. All right, we just did grocery. Groceries are for the residents that live here. And we're packing. Oh my God, look at who's here. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, we're fine.
Alright.
What's up, man? Good?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah. Close now.
Okay.
Mom.
Look at
What the fuck is this? It's consuming.
You know you got a second boy? This is what you need this, boy.
I'm good. I ain't had.
Yeah.
Alright, how much?
All right. You did good. 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 Okay. No, c'est à la maison. Well, as far as challenges, every business has its challenges, but the truth is the passion in it and the zeal and the why factor makes you overcome the challenges. Finances is one of them. Huge investment involved. A little bit of racial prejudice, but not as much. As far as you're doing what you're doing, you get, there's some discrimination as far as referral for patients, depending on, the color. Racism is still partially around, but hey, we don't look at that. We are into giving our value and giving our good service and excellence, thereby which helps us propel us to where we're trying to head to. So challenges again, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be versed with the policies and regulations. Loads of paperwork, loads of regulations. So you really have to be within the guidelines. You have to be within the stipulations to not get in trouble. It's a very, very thin line business where you can easily get in trouble for not doing what you're supposed to be doing rightly. So yes, that's one of the main challenges. And obviously we want to grow, but obviously finances is always the reason. Yes, my children, I instill a lot of value in them, and I parent by example. I let them know that, life, which I always say, it's a battle. When the lion wakes up every day in the jungle, the lion has to kill a prey to survive. That's the attitude I have. Life, nothing's given to you on a platter of gold. You got to get up every day. Speak the words that you want to see into your life. Get up and put those words into action. Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Belinda, and we are currently in my showroom, Designs by Belinda, Confident Women Clothing Line, where we believe that every woman deserves the best outfits at the most, affordable prices. We believe in, seeing women in confidence in the clothing that we wear, and we're currently with my honorable daughter, my pillar, my rock, my right hand, Brenda Nanga, who runs this for me. Well, she runs it together with me, and we're making it happen. And as you guys can see, this is our latest magazine that came out, our latest catalog, and I'll just run through some other things. And she helps me pick the clothes. She helps me design them actually, and then she helps she coordinates a lot for me. She's my PM when it comes to Designs by Belinda. All right. So I do spend time with my kids. They play sports. We have a movie date once every week. We go do a movie. We eat out every Sunday after church. My daughter plays tennis, and Brandon plays football. So I get to watch the games. So I have an extremely busy life. I mean, extremely 24 hours really. It's not enough for me, but again, everything has been prioritized. I have an ABC list where my ABCs, my A is my top priority, my B can be delegated, my C rolls over for tomorrow. So I live a life where everything is kind of structured together to be able to meet up with all the demands that I have for the day.
Hi, I'm Brandon Nanga. I'm 16 years old.
My name is Brenda Nango, and I live in Heartland, Texas, and I lived in Cameroon for 2 years. I lived in Douala, but I went to school in Yaoundé. I went to Holy Cross International College. That was a boarding school, private school. And I moved back here in 2016, but I moved in 2014. So I spent 2 years there to get discipline, and so I can understand how life is difficult and why we shouldn't be spoiled and stuff like that.
My mom's been in my life almost all my life. There was a time where she was in America, and then she sent me to Cameroon. I stayed with my grandparents, and she sent me there to learn the sacrifices and the ways of how people, like how I was brought in a more gifted and more better place than other people around the world. As I went to Cameroon, I saw how people had a hard life and had to struggling to maintain, while us we came into like kind of a luxury place, and she just sent there for us to understand that and know that.
So I have a very close relationship with my mom because she's like a single mom. So she does a lot for me and my brother. So like I always tell her the insights about me, and I always she always tells me about she always just tells herself she always just tells things about herself to me, and like we have a nice relationship. You know, we have like the same attitude, so the relationship just flows.
Me and my mom, we have a very good connection. She's been there all my life. My dad has not been there all my life, but she has, all doing thick and thin, through all the hard times, all the good times. She's been with me, and I want to tell her, I want to appreciate that also.
So basically, like when my mom was picking out the clothes and stuff like that, I'll tell her like which ones she should like sell, and which ones are like cute enough for people that like will actually want to buy it, and which ones are like more like some dresses younger people want to wear them. So like we have stuff for like the elderly, so they can look cute and stuff like that. So I pick out clothes, and I pick out what people would like to buy, what people would like to wear, and I also like help her arrange like the clothes and stuff like that.
Don't take everything for granted. Don't complain about stuff you don't have, because most people, they don't have much less than you. Also try to always be better, to show that the person that left you, where you're doing you're doing way better than what he wanted you to do. Like Thanksgiving, the holiday, she likes to take us to the homeless, which we go and help them out and give them like clothes and food and like sanitary things. Like we did that, I think, on her birthday last on her birthday. We went to homeless people and we gave out. I'm very grateful for her to be in my life. That I couldn't imagine myself without her, or I couldn't imagine how I would be without her training and everything she's done for me. I'm very grateful for everything she's done, everything that she will continue to do for me and my sister. I'm very thankful.
I just want to say that everybody should appreciate their moms and the things that they do, because I do. I appreciate my mom, and yeah, I love my mom a lot.
My Cameroonian background especially helped me to start the foundation, Belinda Documentary Foundation, Heal the World Africa. I got inspired after my life, after my story, after my struggles. I was born with a nurturing spirit given, but I got to a point where I had to take that nurturing spirit out of my family members, out of my loved ones, and give it to people on the streets, give it to people, just reach out to those I have no idea who they are. I raised up my kids singly as a mother, and I just sit back and I imagine kids without either parents, and it melts my heart, pains my soul. So I had to reach out and do an orphanage outreach where I have orphans that I look after, and I have widows, and I consider myself, because the father of my kids, hasn't been there for his kids, unfortunately, rather fortunately, because that propelled me to get to where I am today. So I look at widows. I have widows that I cater. I launched actually in 2017 with 50 widows in Mabanda, where I was raised as a young teenager, and it's almost like a covenant right now. Those ladies receive every 1st or 31st of the year, they receive stipends from me. And you had graced it, actually. You had launched it for me in February 2017. You had the privilege to, we did the launch together in Cameroon, and to me, those are one of my most precious moments, my most fulfilled moments, my most self-gratified moments. No, I love my woman hat that I wear. I just wish that women thought differently, that we thought differently, because we as women, see, in the Bible, I'm going to revert back to the Bible for a few minutes. Eve brought curse upon us, and a woman still brought correction at the end of the day. I mean, it's like, we women don't love ourselves, and if we could work in togetherness, into oneness, we birth creation. And to me, that's a mystery that has so much power. I mean, we bring souls into creation and into fruition. So that's, I mean, with that kind of power that we possess, if we could only come together as women and not let the discipline, like the evil spirit that crawls our hearts, if we could really come together as ladies, love ourselves, empower ourselves. My weakness could be your strength could be my weakness. Nobody has it all. But if we could all put our pieces, our strengths all together, the sky's going to be, matter of fact, the astronaut is going to be our limits. Absolutely. Absolutely. My one word, and which is on my table, is always to hope. And then my other belief word is to always, always believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And I always say this word. Trust in God, believe in yourself, and always be hopeful. Never worry about the glint of, whatever glint situation it is. Look beyond that. Tell yourself you can do this. If I did, I can assure you, anybody can do it. It's about the mind. The mind needs to be renewed. The mind needs to be, reprogrammed into believing that yes, I was born for greatness. I am unique. There's greatness in me. There's giftings in me. There's no limitations in me. And begin to run with those affirmations and those, beliefs. And before you know it, put action to work, and you begin to see great manifestations happen. That's my story. I am not a hearer of the word only. I'm a doer of whatever word I hear. I take policies, I take words, I put them into practice, and I begin to see results.
I thought about the widows because I think widows are a class of women in Africa or in Cameroon in particular that the society or the government has not paid a lot of attention to their plea or hasn't given them enough support from the system. They haven't had enough support from the system. That's why widows next will be orphans and then prisoners. Those will be my focus for my ministry and the foundation.
Alors, qu'est-ce qui justifie cette action que vous menez aujourd'hui et pourquoi avoir choisi les veuves?
And then, like I said, I love God. I love God. And biblically, there's a verse in the Bible that says we're mandated in James or something that we're mandated to look after widows and prisoners and orphans. And I'm starting with widows, and this is going to be a yearly event for widows as well as orphans and then prisoners. But now we're just doing the widows. And like I said, I'm a mother. I'm a mother of two beautiful children, so I can imagine when you don't have a support system, when that right hand is not there anymore, you have to start looking for ways to take care of your kids and take care of your house, schooling, feeding, and so I can feel their pain.
Okay, for the francophone Cameroonian who are listening to
Okay.
you now in French, pourquoi est-ce que tu as invité toutes ces personnes pour mener cette action et pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi les veuves particulièrement?
Ok, j'ai choisi les veuves parce que je crois que les veuves c'est une classe des femmes que le gouvernement ou la société rejette, surtout après quand ils perdent leur mari. Je crois qu'ils n'ont pas ce support qu'ils avaient, ils ne l'ont plus. Alors j'ai ce fardeau, is that how you say it in French? J'ai excuse my French. Oui, j'ai ce devoir. Et puis la Bible nous commande aussi de penser à nos veuves, à nos enfants, les orphelins et aux prisonniers. Et donc pour l'instant, ma fondation pense aux femmes veuves pour l'instant.
Alors, Belinda, aujourd'hui, tu as leur fait quelque chose. Demain, qu'est-ce qui est prévu? La fondation?
Ok. En fait, aujourd'hui, après ça, je suis infirmière diplômée. Je vis en Amérique, in Dallas, Texas. Je vais prendre leur tension juste pour avoir une petite section de santé parce que elles peuvent être là, elles sont hypertensives et elles ne savent pas. Donc, je vais prendre leur tension et puis on va avoir une suivi. Je vais les référer à des cliniques et puis la fondation va couvrir leurs frais d'hôpital pour que juste it's for the well-being, juste pour que la santé soit optimale. Yeah.
Merci.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody?
Yes, there's one thing that
Okay.
I'll just take it when everybody must have gone. It's in the other language, the third language.
Okay, which language?
The third language, which is Pidgin.
Pidgin. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Every fine tale from Africa has an end, and today's tale ends with the wonderful story of a woman that forges ahead in the rough business world in Dallas. Dr. Belinda Babila is a woman of substance. Hope her life story could have inspired you, should have inspired you, would have inspired whoever, wherever watching right now. The essence of this show is to make sure that wherever you are, from Kumba, where I came from, to Kuala Lumpur and anywhere in the world, we get inspired to know that there is power in a dream that we're set to achieve. There is power in doing and achieving. Until we meet again, stay close to your TV for another Beya show. Thank you.